ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
So as I told you earlier, I had this great event last night, a terror at Kohanim in Hewlett. Second straight year, the Hikins. You heard from Dove Hikin last hour. So I didn't see most of the Knicks game. I got home about 10:30 last night, and I put the game on downstairs, and it was like 114 to 98. Knicks are up by 16. I give my beautiful wife Danielle a kiss. I say, I'm going to bed. We won. All right. We won game one. And then this morning at 4 a.m. when I got in the car with Gene and Lewis, and I checked the New York Post online, not about the Knicks. I thought they won. I'm checking on the big, beautiful bill or this horrendous, horrible murder scene out of Washington, D.C. last night. And what do I see? Halliburton doing the choke gesture like Reggie Miller did 21 years ago. What is this? The Knicks lost? So, who better than the WFAN legend on every Saturday at the Fan, but now a weekly contributor to Sid and Friends in the Morning, my former midday partner over 20 years ago, the great Joe Benigno, than to tell us exactly what the hell happened. Joe B., good morning, buddy. How are you?
Sydney Arthur, first of all, before we get to the disaster of the Knickerbockers, my heart goes out to these two people who were killed in front of this Jewish museum last night. And I let me say this. There has been no people in the history of this world that have been more persecuted than the Jews. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
Not even freaking close. My heart goes out to them. What a disgrace. I got to say that before we get to the Knicks.
Well, thank you for saying that. I mean, certainly the Italians have their fair share of prejudice and blacks and all that, but what's going on with the Jews and still going on with the Jews is outrageous. So thank you for saying that.
No, unbelievable, I have to say. As far as the Knicks go, look, this is deja vu all over again. You know how many times I've seen this team choke and blow games, big playoff games? I mean, I'm sick of it, bro. I've seen it the entire time, the Ewing years, from the Charles Smith Memorial to, 30 years ago when Reggie Miller, and I was actually at that game one, hits those 2 threes. He did knock Greg Anthony to the ground. They're up to 7 points with 18 seconds to go, and they lose. There's been so many of these games over the years. The Ewing finger roll, last year, Game 7 against Indiana. We could go on and on and on. And this one is right up there.
Yeah, but you're right, it is. But I will say this, and this is where I guess Thibodeau and this club has earned my respect. In that Detroit series, I was looking for any reason to think the Knicks were going to collapse. Certainly after that Game 3, 25-point loss in Boston and trailing by 13 in Game 4, I was looking for any reason for the Knicks to collapse. And here we are. So, yes, this was monumental right there with the same games you just mentioned. But I can't turn on this team right now. I can't do it.
I'm not turning on them, Sid, but I'm just going to give you the facts. They're 0-7 all time when they've lost the first game of a playoff series at home. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have no confidence. I don't care what they do tomorrow. I have no confidence they're coming back to win this series. They choked it big time last night.
Wait a second. No. Before the game,
every time they lose one of these big playoff games, they miss free throws left and right. They missed 12 foul shots last night. In the closing minutes, Mikal Bridges missed 2. Towns missed a big one last night. Brunson missed it.
I get all that.
I'm sick and tired of it, Joe. No.
Now, let me say, I got it.
You know what? They're not winning the series, Sid.
Joe.
Write it down now.
Joe.
This is typical Knicks. This is typical of this freaking franchise. You're almost better off when they were in the abyss because they stunk and you didn't have to go through the heartbreak of losing these playoff games. I'm sick and tired of it. And last night maybe, I don't know if it's worse than the Charles Smith Memorial. I don't know anything was ever worse than that. But you know what? This is right up there. 14-point lead
Joe,
with 3 minutes to go.
Who cares?
This guy Nesmith act like he's freaking
Joe,
Reggie Miller.
I got to. You got to stop
Give
a
me
second.
a break. They're turning the ball over.
You got to put him on hold. You got to put him on hold. He's just not listening to me. He keeps talking. The only way I'll allow Joe to get away with this, hold on, put him on hold, is if he would have said to me before the start of the series, the Knicks were going to lose, then this rant he just went on, which is way too, it's game one, Joe, constantly ridiculous. If he would have said before the series, the Knicks were going to lose, then I will allow him to continue that rant. But if he would have said yesterday morning on this show, the Knicks are going to win, and now he's going the other way because of one loss, a game one loss, after what happened against Detroit and Boston. This is not Charles Smith. It's not Patrick Ewing. It's a different team. So I want to ask you, Joe, yesterday morning, did you pick the Knicks to win? Yes, put him back on hold.
I haven't seen him really this crazed in a while.
All I want to know is, was he picking the Knicks to win the series before game one last night? Now put him back on. Joe, can you answer that?
He's sitting in the freaking front row. This is typical.
Put him back on hold. God damn it.
Well, he's trying to make a point.
But is there any chance he's going to answer the one question of did he pick the Knicks to win the series before that epic game one collapse last night? Let's hear.
Well, let's find out.
I'll say this. I would have much rather played Cleveland. I really would. This Indiana beat them last year, and I understand Anunoby got hurt. I get it. After they choked that series away, too. Let's not forget they were up 2-0 and lost Game 7 at the Garden. So let's not forget that. This team is deeper than they are. This team's got guys. I got to watch Obi Toppin make two huge shots late in the game, a putback dunk, okay? And then he makes like this crazy reverse shot after Robinson blocks his shot. He puts it in. And how about the shot that Halliburton made to tie the game, bro? Did you see the shot?
I did.
It hits the back of the rim. It goes up 30 feet and drops in. Did you see it, Sid?
Yes, I did, yes.
And I'll tell you right now, I wish it was a three because I didn't have to go through the pain of watching the crappy overtime when I knew they were going to lose the game, all right?
Fair enough.
I'm sick of it, Sid. This team has choked away more big playoff games than anybody. All the teams I root for, my four wonderful teams that never give me nothing but aggravation, okay? And never win championships. No team has ever blown more big playoff games than the New York Knickerbockers. None.
Rangers, I'm trying to think. Rangers, no.
Rangers. You know what? No. Not even the Rangers.
No, Jets, no.
Forget the Jets don't get there enough.
And the Mets
in the playoffs all the time. Where do I start? Sid? What do you want me to start? How many championships did we win in the Ewing years? How many games did they blow in the playoffs, Sid? How many?
All of them.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm telling you right now. You think I don't care what they do tomorrow night. You think they're winning this series? Think again. Show me something. They've never won a freaking playoff series when they lost game one at home, and I don't see it happening now.
All right. Fair enough.
I'm sick of it, Sid. I'm sick of this franchise. Well, they've given us nothing but aggravation.
They're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, it's they beat Boston.
So they're going to lose again. So what good is it? They teased us again, Sid. They twisted us by beating the Celtics. We got twisted, They twisted us. Yeah, we're going to fool you again. We're going to take you to the brink, and then we're going to throw you off the cliff again. That's what they're doing. Same thing.
No, I always say that sports is about winning championships. I can't stand sport. Like, I was in Miami all those years, and they were like, all those Marino years were great. I go, really? I know you won 12 regular season games every year. You're a Monday Night Football every week. You won a lot of playoff games. You never won a They're like, we wouldn't trade those years for anything. I'm like, it's about winning championships. So I know what you're saying. The Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973, but don't you think between Detroit and Boston, they deserve one more shot?
Nothing. You know what they deserve? Nothing. Go out there and win the freaking series. Well, I'll believe it when they win this series, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now. I am so sick. I have watched this game last night, the same game, for the last 40 years. No, seriously. I mean, let's be honest about it. For 40 years. And how about the fact that this was the 30-year anniversary of the Reggie Miller Game 1 in 95? Like I said before, they're up 7 points with 18 seconds to go. They choke again. right? John Starks missed big free throws, and every time they lose one of these games, they miss a ton of free throws. I'm watching it last night, and they're ahead, and I'm saying, boy, are they going to get away with winning this game with all the foul shots they're missing? And at the end of the day, they didn't. And I'm telling you, I can't take it anymore watching this. I really can't. And how about TNT, the balls that TNT has? They got this Stan Van Gundy, who hates the Knicks. He called out the Knicks fans, okay, the little troll that he is. And they got Reggie Miller. Now, I don't dislike Reggie, but they got Reggie Miller doing this game? I'm surprised they didn't have Jordan sitting there, too. Why not?